Everyone, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, Associate Professor at Walden University College of Health Sciences and Public Policy. And in this segment, I'm going to be going over ways to understand which years data was collected about certain topics. So, for instance, I could tell you that from previous literature and searches on Google Scholar, I can tell you that the C-reactive protein data was collected between 1999 and 2010. And then beginning from 2011 onward, C-reactive protein was only high sensitivity C-reactive. So we can't combine the two data sets because you're not, well, you can, but you're not going to get both results because it was either one or the other. So what I wanted to really demonstrate here, that was an example. What I wanted to demonstrate here is how to determine what years certain prescription medicine were retrieved. So one of my students were looking for prescription medications pertaining to HIV. So what I did, Google Scholar is free to anyone and everyone. What I did is that I typed in prescription medication in Ames and pops up all of these different sources. So you should probably go into each of these different sources and take a look at where the prescription medication data was collected. So I just started by prescription medication in Ames. And that's like an umbrella term. Then you can go and narrow down your search. So as you can see, this was collected between 1990 and 2010. And what you have to do is be precise in prescription medication. So there is some prescription medications that were retrieved during this time. NHANES3 is not something that is utilized as something that you can use. But prevalence of prescription medicine among non-pregnant women. So these are all um, examples of what types of papers are available. So you can go into the OUP.com whenever there's a PDF. These are available. So if they're available, then go ahead and take a look at the available paper and read through it in the methods section and see what years were used. And remember, you're going to have to retrieve variables. You're going to have to retrieve the variables that are also available during these years. So the biggest challenge here is to understand which years each of the variables were collected. And so that kind of puts constraints in what can be used. So this is all using NHANES. Now you can do the same thing between also with a National Health Interview Survey. But they don't have a robust medication list there. So NHANES is the best place to do this. So HIV infected individuals 2009 to 2010. And then there's some papers on prescription drugs like 2005 to 2016. Of course, this paper is not available, so they might be available through your university database. This goes into 2015 to 2020. And then also osteoporosis based on osteoporosis is important because of postmenopausal women experiencing this more. So a lot of the prescription medication data is there in different years. So what you have to do is carefully comb through all of these papers and take a look at what is compatible with your data set. Seems like prescription medication in some places is used between 2011 to 2018. But you have to kind of take a look and make sure what is available. I know when I did my own research on seizure medications, that was only available between 2013 to 2018. So 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 3 cycles that all you had available to. So I extracted that data and you can go to another video and take a look at that. But The purpose of this video was to provide you with kind of a brief overview on how to collect and how to go into the database Google Scholar and be able to quickly peruse that and take a look at what years are conducive to your paper or research. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.